what can we tell you about the movie? Well, its title is Art in the City, and it is about a homeless war vet by the name of Danny. And Danny suffers with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and Danny's homeless. And he's a war vet that is trying to get off the streets. He's trying to, not be homeless anymore. And he doesn't quite know how to do that. And in his not knowing how, he's just kind of taking it day by day, moment by moment.
Well, this story was really something that needed to be seen, son, because all homeless people aren't the people begging for dollars. Homelessness has taken on a new face. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize some of them homeless people are veterans. They're not just Vietnam veterans, they're Gulf War and they're Iraqi veterans. Some of these people aren't the typical image of homeless. And what this project was hoping would be a main goal is to shatter that perception of what homeless is. Right. Some people are living on the street, some people are living in their cars. Yep. Some people are sleeping on a couch at someone else's house.
Or, renting week to week at a hotel or something to that effect. So through this process, we've learned that there are so many different levels to homelessness, and that, this rabbit hole goes deep, and it's a story that needs to be told, because anybody can be homeless.
Danny is an artist, and he's suffering through PTSD, and through that, he's learned to channel his feelings and his emotions through his art, and that also helps him rehabilitate through the depression that he's going through. And with that link and that segue, we like to say that City of St. Pete co-stars in this movie. Yeah. Because this movie is not only about Danny and Sandy, it's also about St. Pete. And it's about the art scene in St. Pete. It's about the culture here in St. Pete. And I think this is a very dynamic story. It's a love story that co-stars the city.
Yeah. I teach acting. And so, I always tell my students, you have to become the character. And you can't be afraid to become the character. Whatever costume the director says that you need to wear, it's all a part of a vision. It's all a part of being able to accurately tell this story as close to real as possible. And so, playing homeless, I'm not homeless, being out on the streets and looking for food in garbage cans and begging people for money and things of that nature. I mean, yeah, I've asked to borrow money before, but not in a way to where, if I don't get this today, I'm not eating. When we first came together and started talking about, actually doing this project, this was like, how many months ago?
Yeah, wow.
I mean, it was like a month, 6 months to a year ago that we started talking about even doing this project. And the timing, we kept trying to get together to start on it, and we kept talking about it on the phone. Hey man, we need to start next week. And it never happened. And then one day, we just said, man, forget it. Get the camera, let's meet downtown, and let's start shooting, And we did it. And when we started, from the moment we started, everything that we talked about, everything that we could have imagined and some, has just fallen in our favor. I mean, everything, from the people that we've met along the way to the people that we've gotten the opportunity to work with, the people that we've presented the idea to, who have came on board to say, man, we want to support you guys in the telling of this story. And the things that's going to happen once we're done with post-production, and once we set up the screening date to show this movie, we know that we're going to get a good support from the city because of, one, the people that are involved, and two, just the beauty of this project. To be black filmmakers on this street in this day and age is a beautiful thing. Something that we didn't think would ever happen. And the fact that we can do that, it's truly remarkable.